Is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. We are live as live can get. We are on our second order of the day. We are headed to this nice retirement home type thing that is like 6 stories. So anyone who's new to my not new to my channel knows I'm gonna get really excited because that's elevator season. So that sucks. 'Cause I love elevators oh so much. Our first one paid us 21, and this is paying 25. This one's a little higher on the mileage. That gets 14 for 25. But I mean, anyone who's done DoorDash or anything else like that, we've done worse. So 25 bucks, that's a good hit. 14 miles isn't the greatest. I would kind of, if it was going to be $25, I'd like it to be 10 and under. But sometimes you can't help that. Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, Connor? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Don't forget, everyone, like the live. You know, everybody that helps. We are trying to build back our community one person at a time and get everyone back in here like we used to. That obviously means I need to be on here more. So I'm doing pretty good. Doing real good. I've been feeling a lot better now. Obviously, as you can tell, I have lost a little bit of weight. So that feels amazing. So there's going to be some of this order where I got to put you in my pocket because I am hotspotting on my phone because I took disconnected the service on my other phone. So I am going to have to put this phone when I get to this first order in my pocket, and I'm actually have to call the person. Um, it's the only part about not having a second phone like I used to. It's the only problem there. So that one will kind of stink, but it is what it is. Actually, I might be able to call off my Apple Watch, so I might not need to do that part. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, Connor. Yeah, I've been working out, going to the gym and everything. Got me and my wife a membership. The kid will be joining us after her cross country season. Um, because at 12 she can work out too. Absolutely nothing crazy happens on here. Very appropriate. Just out here working, making money, doing some gig work. Yeah, I'm a dad too, so the language I try to keep very, very clean. Occasionally might a word, but yeah, should be good. Um, we're about what? Let me see. How many miles are we till? Oh yeah, probably should pull the directions up. Yeah, we're 4 minutes away. We're going right there. Hello, Bartholomew. So yeah, we're 4 minutes away. So this is a retirement home. I actually feel good about this one because like these are where the older people or people with disabilities as well. It's a really nice building. Um, you can't get in unless you're buzzed in. Hence why I got to call the. I believe it's a gentleman. Not sure, but somebody has to buzz me in. So it's a very secure place. But I like giving orders to people I know can't get out. You know, I know I'm helping somebody. It is 7:02 in the morning here. Where is it at in your place, Josiah? That is 7:02 here. Still early. I've been out since 6. I got my first order at 6. That was a everyone don't forget to like the live. Okay, so we're both in the same. Cool. Yeah, I'm in Virginia, so East Coast. Hopefully to have this whole order done by like 7:30, 7:35, and to get back into the next. Oh, you're in Virginia too. Yeah, I'm over about an hour and a half away from DC. I'm like we're like at the tip of Northern Virginia. We're pretty much at the almost to the northernest point of Virginia. So everyone like the live. Drop a comment below. Get to know each other too. Talk to each other. I'm out here doing some gig work. I don't know what everybody does, but you want to let me know what you guys do for work? It's crazy stuff, man. Like in this world of delivery, the things you see, the things that happens, the experience you get are kind of crazy. If I'm gonna be really honest with you, they're sometimes can be out of this world. The experiences that we can get from doing this, that is kind of fun. I like this work. I've been doing it since 2019 full time. Um, first was done out of necessity because of my kiddo being a single dad at the time, and also she having a really crappy immune system, so she would miss school like it was nobody's business. So it was kind of hard to try to even attempt to hold a normal, I guess as people would call it, job, and I just missed my turn. So we're going to just pull a little U-turn right there. All right, that was easy enough. Not a bad one. Something fell in my back seat. Thankfully, that's not anything I need. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to get in here and deliver this real quick. So if you guys could talk to each other, stick around for a minute. I've got to one call this person. So give me a second. I'll be right with y'all. Thank you. Miss Wanda, you're a Walmart delivery person. I'm just trying to get in the building. What am I looking? Yes. Yes. That's what I did right now. No, it did not. Okay. Hey, how are we doing today? Because that would have to wait for you. I mean, like, I would have managed just to not inconvenience yourself. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, got you. Thank you so much. All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I am here. I got a $5 tip in cash. It was a pretty cool order. I had to wait. They have like what they call a butterfly system, where you have to get let in. And apparently, this lady does not know how to do that. And she's not the only one. There's other people really haven't walked them through it. And there a lot of these people are older, so of course they don't know exactly how to do it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the problem there is these lovely people just don't know how to do it because they haven't been taught enough, they haven't used it enough. They'll use it once and then um they won't use it again for a month and then they forget. I mean, you know how that goes. Everyone, don't forget to like the live. We only got one like. I'm starting to feel unliked here. If people come in here and they don't get liked, they won't push this out, then our community won't grow. And if our community don't grow, I'll be on here by myself pretty much. Yes, I am very much alive, Blue Jay. How are you doing? I am 2 days in a row on here. We are headed to our second delivery right now. Um, how that we are 7 minutes away from our next delivery. So we're doing really good so far. We made 21 on the first one and some change. This one's 25 and some change. So it's gonna put us to like 47 bucks with the change. Okay, Blue Jay. I mean, I should be on here, hopefully. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. We'll see how long this day. I mean, I've got to make the money. We'll just see how long this goes. I hope school's going well for you. Hope everything's going well. All right. The next one is going to be Heart Heart Rail. Okay. So that one I believe is right behind me. So I don't think that's the trunk one, but we'll see. So I'm gonna be doing more videos too as well, like probably two a week. Starting next week. I mean, we're gonna give this a good chance to get back to this community. You see, we jumped up to 6,000 subscribers pretty quickly, and then life happened, and me having to basically come off of YouTube for a while because of life and being too busy and the basement and all that stuff, as you guys have seen. So, like, things have calmed down a little bit, but I also need to make a more of a concerted effort to get out here, to be on here, and also just talk, man. I miss you guys. We used to talk about our days, how work was going, how school was going, and stuff like that. So I'd like to get back to that. Don't get off my ass. I'm telling you what, right now, you got people you love like come riding on your ass. on your butt, I should say. My bad, Bartholomew. All right. So Walmart has started that new thing, which is pretty cool. That you have to be a certain amount of yards away from the store to get orders. I thought that was pretty cool. So basically, what it does is, in theory, eliminates people from sitting there. And I will say this: I've only been back on Walmart 3 days. Man, Walmart is empty, and which is never a thing. Walmart is never empty. Like, where for us, you know what I mean? Like, never. So, I know I see that to be true because normally you'd have 20 people sitting there just waiting for orders. So, like, I guess on that's working, which is good. Hopefully, it's giving more people an opportunity. Also, the reason why they did that is because, I mean, I broke the news to you guys a long time ago. People were using cell phone jammers. They were literally going up there, they were on people's cell phone, signals, and no one was able to get these orders sent to them until they got what they wanted, and then shut down the jammers, and then people could get whatever basically left scrap-wise. So, I knew that a while ago. It's why I stopped going to the store a long time ago. When I figured out they were doing that, I kept myself out of their range to get my phone interfered with, and I was still getting decent to good order. So it wasn't affecting my money, but I know a lot of people's it was. And unfortunately, too, I'm just gonna say this now, like you don't see a lot of at least here in my Walmart also, you don't see a lot of people on there that are not supposed to be, like the people who are on the apps illegally and stuff like that. I don't see a third of them anymore. Again, this is only day 3, but to say like out of like 40, I only see 3 now. So if there was like 40 illegal people on the app, I see 3 of them now, and obviously they must be legal. So, like, that's also creating more of a even playing field because look, man, I've always said this, everything should be even Steven. Like, screw what the hell you think about like immigration and all that nice happy jazz. Like, let's just talk about our work. And like I have no problem with you doing whatever, but you gotta kind of be up here on the up and up, you know what I mean? Like you're taking work from people who can be on here struggling and whatnot. So like fair is fair, my personal opinion. Now, granted, there's gonna be a lot of jobs we won't do. Like I'm Hispanic and choose right and being able to be on here. And you can comfortably say that now that when you look over everybody who's doing it more than not, 80% of the time now, you know they're probably on the up and up. And before it was maybe 30 or 40%. So that's always a good thing for us to have more work and to create better orders and stuff like that. So anyone have an opinion about that, let me know also. Oh, it is the trunk. Trunk is the order. Don't get to like the live, everybody. Also, let's please um stay peaceful in these day and age. Let's talk to one another, but talk peacefully. No need for any violence or anything like that. All right, we are almost at the second order. I wanted to get this done by 7:30, 7:35. That doesn't look but we should get it done by 7:50. And that's just because that first order took me about 8 minutes to get the lady, the older lady, unfortunately had to come all the way down because again, like I said, they don't teach them well enough and they don't use it well a lot. So they'll say she'll use it tomorrow. and then she won't use it again for 2 months, and then she'll forget how she did it to begin with, you know what I mean? So that's just the unfortunate thing. There just needs to be something as simple as button to buzz in and let them in. But they have this whole system, and I just think that's kinda you're failing the older people when you put a whole system in place and they gotta hit 20 different things to buzz one person in. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and deliver this. Alright, to the last one, and this is why it's taking so long. Because this last one is in Berryville, 12 minutes away, is what it is. I kinda figured one of these was gonna be a decent size away, but we're only 12 minutes away, so that mean I'll get done at 7:35. The only bad thing about it is that order, I mean, I am like 15, 20 minutes away from the nearest Walmart, about 25 minutes away from the one I normally get a lot of orders from, so it's a little bit of a drive back, but I can still get the, delivery from all the way out there, so I'm not too worried about that. Don't forget to come on, like the live, say something down below. We're out here just working, doing the thing, trying to stay busy. This is our second order of the day. This one is a batch order with 3 different customers on it, and the first one I did was just 1 customer. So we have now are delivering to our 4th customer of the day, second set of orders today. How's everyone doing today? What's everyone got plans to do? Go ahead and get it done. This is hometown Berryville. I was just down here a couple weeks ago because my daughter's cross country team ran down here. So Berryville's probably like a good 15, 20 minutes away from the middle of Winchester. So it's not too far away downtown Berryville. Now we have Berryville that's a little further out, so that kind of sucks. I mean, there's parts of Berryville that's away from my downtown Winchester area. So like I have to be careful when accepting some orders, obviously, that are Berryville. But here with Spark, you can't even really you don't have time to look at the order details anymore and be like, okay, I want that. Because unless it's sent directly to you, you have to jump on it. If the miles and the money look excellent to good to okay, you pretty much got to accept it and then deal with the consequences. Because this is kind of what happened to me. It was considering what I saw a little bit before that, 25 for 14 was pretty good. But I had to jump on it because if I wouldn't have, it wouldn't have been there. So I do notice there must be more people on. So as much as they've taken people off, it has opened up Walmart's waiting list for people. So more people are on So they really haven't lost any people. They just got rid of people who aren't supposed to be on and traded them in for people who are absolutely okay to be on. So, and just to let everyone know, if you do this gig work, you need to go ahead and I would say go get a real ID because it won't be long before these gig apps are going to be like, you know what? Upload your real ID because that's about the only way they can guarantee that somebody is supposed to be on their app because you can't get a real ID if you're not supposed to be here or not supposed to be working or whatever. Like, so make sure you go do that sooner rather than later. You don't want to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks because obviously they got to send you your real ID in the mail, and you don't want to wait until they're like, "Hey, guess what? You need your real ID now." And then by the time you go to DMV, and they're like, "Oh, you'll get it in 2 or 3 weeks," and then you're out of work for a little bit because you just don't have the ID to upload. So let's be proactive there. Anybody else got some goals? I've lost like 40 pounds. I am out here working my ass off. What we got going on in the world? Anybody else got some things that they're proud of they're doing? I'm out here. I am 5 minutes away from my last delivery, and then we'll be coming back to town to see if we can't get another set of Walmart Spark orders. Um, what's everybody doing? How is everyone? So, how's the gig world looking on YouTube? I don't watch anybody anymore like Pedro and Robert Reese, and like I honest to God stopped watching everybody. So, how is everybody on the gig world doing? Everybody doing well. And I did see my buddy Kelly. Like, and when I say I ain't watching nobody, I'm not watching any of the big people anymore. Um, I'm kind of just watching the little like the people who've come support me. I'll go try to catch them. Like Lena Huss, C. Kelly, all people who came in here for me, rode with me, and I can see them when I can. Um, Hero, another one, is a smaller one like myself, who I will go in. Like the bigger ones don't need my support. They're good. I think the only big one that I occasionally go look at, and he's not in the same world as critiquing or anything, and that is Trouble JB, and that just is funny. He does his ride-alongs, but makes them humorous. So he's probably the only one I'll still occasionally catch that's big. But everybody else, like I said, your Pedros, your Robert Reeses, and um, your driver Mike and everything else, like they're kind of copy and paste. They do kind of the same things and say the same things, just a different year. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Um, they kind of put copy and paste, just put a different year in. I mean, because honest to God, gig work is kind of repetitive. It's the same thing over and over. Um, there's like obviously there's some things people say that I agree with and some that I don't, which is great because in this country we should be able to say whatever the hell we want and not have to worry about catching a bullet or threatening or anything like that. But What I'll say is, um, like, there's 2 things can be true. Like, 2 things can be true. Like, there can be, and you know how everybody says, "Oh, the strategy this," and some people are like, "There is no strategy." Well, here's what I will tell you. Yeah, the algorithm, there is absolutely, absolutely. It's algorithm and it can be the luck of the draw. But do I also believe you can put yourself in a better position by being somewhere to help yourself out? Absolutely as well. Because if not, then the hot spots wouldn't matter and stuff like that. So like I do think putting yourself further away from things can hurt you. So I will say the closer you are, like, if I'm a mile away from Chick-fil-A, I think I'm more likely to get an order than if I'm 20 miles away from Chick-fil-A, if that makes sense. Um, but a lot of this is just knowing, like, when catering orders go. Like, for me, I know what time, like, Chipotle starts their catering orders 'cause they told me. Same with Chick-fil-A. Like, a lot of these places, like, when I was delivering for them for a while, they would tell me, "Hey, just to let you know, catering orders come around this time. Make yourself available." Like, and I have. Um, so like, you're 100%, like 90% of the time you're gonna get the orders you're gonna get because the it's just gonna throw you the orders. But you can do things to put yourself in a little bit better spot. You know what I mean? Like, can you completely trash the system? No. What's going on, Pup Lord? Give me a second. I'll talk to you about that when I get back. Let me deliver this. Okay. Like, and dashing. All right. Well, that's a good question, Mike. I'm gonna say because like some of the same reasoning that like in the United States you'll have a lot of the same stuff go on is honestly just because they've run out of things to call things and it's in an area that historically maybe someone with that last name or somebody with that first name even like came up with something and they're trying to give that guy props or woman, whoever. Um, and I gotta hit the directions up real quick because I am a little bit out of the way. I'm not exactly sure how to get back to where I'm going. Yeah, as far as the DoorDash being booty, DoorDash can be anything you want it to be. Like I'm on Spark right now. I do like doing DoorDash. But obviously, like I said, sometimes DoorDash can be great, sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be horrible. It has just it has its days, its moments, just like anything else. Overall though, like DoorDash, for the most part, created a living for me since 2019, a full-time living. And then Walmart came on when there was a app called Postmates, and then Uber did, and this is mainly a DoorDash and Spark now. But I have a great time doing it. I make a lot of money doing it. I make more money doing this than I ever thought you could. And if someone would have told me 7 years ago, "Hey, this is what you make a week," I would have doing this. I would have told them they were absolutely insane. So for certain people, this is exactly what they need: the freedom to do what they need and to not have a boss breathing down their throat as far as like if they have a kid that's sick or something like that. You know what I mean? Everybody knows we all have had regular jobs, and some of us still do, where they tell you it's family first, and like and that they believe in family until you can't be there for them, and then you realize it's not always family first. That's not what the job they say that because it sounds nice. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you for people who are hitting that thing. Please like the live too. That will also help tremendously. So like this job for a lot of people is a great as a side hustle. Like a lot of people who do work their 40 hours a week at their regular, their 9 to 5s, clock in, clock out jobs, and then come and do this for 10 to 15 hours a week, make 300 bucks and marry it with what they got going on. And it makes absolutely all the sense in the world. So like it just all depends on what you need this job for and how you work it with yourself. You know what I mean? Like for me, this is exactly what I need full time. Um, Now I am getting to close to a point to where if I want to start doing other things, getting back into the work force as far as like your 9 to 5 clock in, clock out. I'm almost back to the point where I can. And honestly, if I do, I'll go back to fast food and I'll go back to general managing where I was manager of fast food places. So like if I go back to your normal real world jobs, so to speak, that's the job I'll do. Because I was making 6 figures doing that and it's something I was really good at. You know what I mean? So if I were to do something, that would be what I will do. But I love, like I said, I love doing this. I love it affords me a lot of abilities that I just don't have. Like this gives me more time with the family. It gives me more time to do things at the house. I just have more. You know what I mean? And the money's great. So like I'm not losing a lot money wise. I mean, as far as like my 6 figure a year job, yeah, I'm losing tremendously. But as far as any other job, I'm not losing at all. I'm actually coming out on top doing this. So, like, I don't recommend this for everybody. Hell, I don't recommend anyone doing this that like because you have to be okay with the volatility of the market too. You have to be okay with having a day where you're just like, I've never had a bad day, and now instead of making my $200, well, I've only made 50, and it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, you have to be okay with those days. Now, in my area, those are few and far between, but they do still happen. So, like, just like a certain amount of money coming in, or if you're not stuff like that, then this is not the job for you. You know what I mean? So, and I always tell people because like people have asked me, should I quit my job and do this? No. But what you should do is do your regular job and do this on the side. See how your area is. Do it for a year just as a side hustle so you can see the money you make. And And then after a year, make your own decision based on your own needs. But don't ever base your decision because Sally in Brooklyn is making $1,800 a week or John in Virginia is making 1,200 a week. Don't ever base your decision on what other people make because what other people make will not be what you make in your market. You can make less, You can make the same or you can make more. But that's something you'll have to come out and try out for yourself, you know what I mean? And then let's also be nice to each other. Like our customers and drivers, drivers be nice to your customers, customers be nice to your drivers. And I'm not even just talking about money, tipping, or anything like that. I mean, just be nice to one another. Because there's a lot of anger between, especially on DoorDash, there's a lot of anger between customers and drivers because DoorDash unfortunately has promoted a pay system that that is predicated on the tipping of the customer. And if a customer doesn't tip, then your pay is going to be crap. And if your pay is crap, then theoretically the driver's not going to like the customer. And then customers come on YouTube and they hear drivers say, talk about how people need to tip and blah, blah, blah. And then there you go. There starts the problem. You got customers who are going to be like, no, it's not my job. And then you got drivers being like, "The hell it ain't. This isn't a this is a convenience, not this is a luxury, not a necessity." And then things go crazy from there. So, just everyone be nice to each other in all aspects. And we are headed back to Winchester. So we are getting closer. So I should be getting an order. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. We should be getting closer to being able to get an order now. Now that I'm getting closer. Hopefully we get a shopping one. I actually love the shopping ones. There you go, Delphonic trying to help some people out. That is a real thing. That's not a bad gig to have. Cutting wood, that wouldn't be bad either. See, I would say on average, I make about 25 to $35 an hour, my average. That's kind of a big swing, but I say at like in the mornings, I probably average about 25 to 30. And around lunch, I probably average about 30 to 35. But anyone who want to go work at Home Depot, there you go. Apparently, you just got to take wood in the back. How you doing, Delphonic? I appreciate you being here. Everybody, don't forget to like the live. What is going on? Good news is we only went 18 miles today. Josiah. Yeah, we've only went 18 miles today. So we have two orders in 18 miles and we're at 47 bucks. So that's not horrible. I mean, I'm not that excited about the miles I just did, but I mean that's not horrible. The question is, can I get another one that's a real short miles that's like 20 bucks? That will kind of make up in my mind what I need it to do. And don't worry, Josiah, and everybody else who's here. Like this chat used to be pretty bumping, and then I took a long time off of YouTube due to life stuff and everything. So like, we got to build this up as a community, one person at a time. When people start to realize I'm back on, and new people come across me like yourselves, we'll get this community. And I'll be also making videos on everything because this isn't just a channel on my gig work anymore. This is honestly a channel about my life and what's going on with it. So you'll see some random videos between my home remodel to gaming because I'm a gamer um to gig work. Like this channel is not just one thing anymore. It is everything. Everything me and my family. This channel has and will become. Like in the mornings we'll be on here and we'll be talking about work and stuff like that and whatever you guys want to talk about. And then if you see me when I'm home, I could be talking about games or showing you about the remodel going on or stuff like that. So Like, we've got a lot going on here. But now what I would like is get us another order. Don't make me turn DoorDash on. I mean, I will, but I shouldn't have to turn DoorDash on probably until about 10:30. Like, that's probably when Walmart should die. Now, I was told that the Walmart, their outside orders, the curbside, they're a little slow today. So I'm not expecting the world on curbsides, but I absolutely am expecting a couple um, shopping ones. And like I said, I pick pretty good orders, so I don't need many to complete my day. At minimum, I can walk away with 5 orders and walk away with 130, and 6, I can walk away with 150 and call it a day. Just depends on what I want that day. You know what I mean? Like anywhere between 130 to 150, I'm happy because I work 7 days a week. But I only work 6 hours a day, 5 hours a day sometimes. So it really just depends on what I do. So we will find out. Hey, I might sneak in an Uber ride with you. Like, who knows? I got Uber on here too. We might get someone in the car. We'll see. We will see. All right, I got my first order, and it's not a good one. It's a Front Royal one first. It's out of my town, and then second of all, it was $18 for 15 miles. So that was also not good. If that would have been here, that would have been trash. So at least now I know my app is working again. I'm back at my hometown. So let's see what we can get. Normally the map is blazing red. It's got one red spot on it. So again, I had that Walmart tell me they're not that busy. So doesn't mean the other Walmart on the curbside isn't busy, but also doesn't mean that they're he's lying either. Like this could be a very slow day on curbsides and I pick off shopping ones all day. You know what I mean? So like this isn't one of these things where I'm gonna get too stressed out either because I got all day. Like I can just hot shot these orders as they come in on my phone. Instead of trying to like force anything, I can just literally go to the house because I live a mile and a half away from Walmart and just watch my app go crazy and pick what I want. Takes me 2 minutes to get to that Walmart and do such like that. So and let me know what you guys want to see from this channel. Like I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing everything between like giving like I'm a big gamer. So like I've just bought 7 systems, old school, newer systems. I got the Switch 2 the day it came out. So I do a lot of stuff about games too. So like if you have any ideas, like honestly, I don't know how to do the I guess the screen share to watch play. I don't know how to do that, so you probably won't ever see a system on here or a video on here with me playing an actual game because I just don't know how to do that. And honestly, I'm not really sure you guys would be interested in want to watch me play a game anyways. The only time I go on YouTube and want to see a game played is if I'm stuck on one of my role playing games and I need to see how they did something. It's the only time you'll ever see me watching video games. So unless it's something directly about my game, that's the only time you'll see me watching somebody play a game. But shout out to everyone who does it because it's a very successful thing. But I just don't know how to do it. I don't think I have the capability with the hardware I have. So the town's got a little bit of business to it today on the roads, and man, school hasn't. Let me see if my daughter. She tried to call me and tell me that she missed the bus, but she didn't. I'm pretty sure she was at 7:30. No one was at the bus stop, and she was freaking out that she missed the bus. They tried to send me the same order, 19 for 14 now. So they're trying to pay more, but no, thank you. But my daughter did not miss the bus. She is at school, or she's not at school, but she's on the bus. All right. Well, I do appreciate everyone being on here. It does mean a lot to me. We're just out here right now, just trying to make a couple bucks, obviously. And I'd love for y'all to be on here. I gotta pick up some acai bowls for my wife too, because my wife has got some things going on. We're not exactly sure what's going on exactly. So I think she's got like some kind of like autoimmune disease that affects what the hell she can eat. And it's the weirdest thing. Basically, she got to go gluten free, 98% dairy free. Um, because anytime she eats any of that crap, it like makes her feel like the worst in the world. Just so I think they say like her thyroid is not working to capabilities. Yeah. And see, this is how dead this is. Normally, there's red all over that, just not right now. I mean, I could do DoorDash, could throw the dash on. What do you guys think? Should I throw the dash on? Gotta verify my identity. Like, this is crap. It's trying to send me the same bullshit order. $20 for 27 cents. Front Royal, though, I can't do Front Royal, like I was saying. So, yeah, this is just not the greatest so far as like, I don't know. Your identity was successfully verified. That's always a good thing. Now, let's see if we can hold out some hope on Spark first. We got DoorDash on now. So we are doing everything. We got DoorDash and we got Spark on. So let's good luck. One of these has got to hit. Right away, $6 plus 7-Eleven. I know this is an alcohol order because it's 7-Eleven and 98% of the yep, alcohol. 98% of the orders I get on here, 100% are that. So we got it. We're gonna go do this. Yep, it's a 12 pack of Michelob Ultra Light, and I believe I already know where this is going to. Yep, it's going to my buddy, David G. So very good start. 6 plus, so it's probably gonna go to 7 because I know this guy. I go all the time with this awesome person. He lives right around the corner from my house, to be honest with you. So, yeah, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna be simply okay, we got an order because we know for me, I'm just gonna try to cruise on the streets of the I don't know exactly what's going on with with Spark, but I'm still in a good spot. If Spark wants to give me an order, I can absolutely do this because Walmart's so close to where this guy lives that I can literally accept this order, take it to him, and I'm right by Walmart if Walmart wants to send me one now. So nobody want to talk? I get it. Midwest Panther. How you doing, Midwest Panther? Honestly, Miss No, man, sometimes that ain't for everybody. And I wouldn't say, like I said, I'm gonna say this one time, really, and one time only. Um, this is a real job. I pay real taxes on this money that I make. This pays all my bills. Not to mention, like, yeah, would life be easier? Absolutely. Life could also be worse with a college degree. I've watched a lot of people with college degrees do nothing with them. I've watched a lot of people do something with it. So like it just depends on what you want to do and what's going on. Like I don't know if you're just new to the situation, but like I said, mine was born out of necessity. I was a I was a single dad who um who had a kid that has a really bad immune system and missed a lot of school. So like, but look, man, before I did this, I was a general manager at fast food, making $110,000 a year, still with no college degree. So like, honestly, sometimes you don't need a college degree and you can still make tons of money. So it's just it depends. And right now we got a whole bunch of cops. We got something going on here. We got something going on. Not sure, but I need to get in the next lane. I don't disagree. Oh shit. Is this someone broke down? Yeah, looks like someone's broke down. He ran out of gas and the cops are just blocking the whole road. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ms. No. Yeah, it's just like I said, man, like I was smart enough. I had a 4.0 all through high school and started college. And like I said, yeah, you had to put the family first, obviously. But I make good money doing this and I get to see my kids a lot. Unfortunately, I mean, you hear the stories about people who are running Fortune 500 companies that they hire nannies to raise their kids. Um, all 4 of my daughters can say I was very much there and a part of their life, and that's what honestly for me means more to me than anything. I make enough money. Nobody needs anything. Nobody wants for anything. They have a lot of their wants and all their needs. So, but I appreciate it. Like, look, man, I understand. And like, I'll never, 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 never s- dismiss somebody because of what they say. I always like engaging with people. People should be able to have a conversation without insulting each other and without without fear of being, I don't know, called names and such. You know what I mean? Like people should be able to have conversations. Because how is anyone going to get to know anything about the other person if you don't talk? if you don't communicate in a peaceful way. Oh, I'm not short. I'm 6 foot tall. Definitely not depressed either. Thank you, brother. You have a good one, man. All right, we got that one. I agree. Like, and that's where it comes down to. If I'm gonna just be 100% honest to you and everything else, this is where it comes to our leaders in government who have decided to make it easy for themselves and harder for everybody else. When I think it doesn't have to be so easy for them to be easy for us. You know what I mean? And I just want to say this. That is across all parties, all demographics, all races, all everything. What is the goal? The elite, the rich get richer and the poor get poor. So like America's supposed to be the land of the free, and an opportunity. And it is, depending on who you are, who you know, and what's going on with you. Until you get a poor man in the White House, it's always going to be a struggle for anyone who's making 60,000 or less. And you're never going to get a poor person in the White House because the rich won't give up that power. And that goes as the Senate and everything else. So, and like I said, don't take this as any like thing because I've watched Republicans screw it up. I've watched Democrats screw it up, and so this isn't just a party thing. This is just a rich thing, and I think that's where people get lost sometimes. It has nothing to do with party. It has everything to do with net worth and wanting to keep it and grow it, and having to step on the backs of the people who are doing the real work in this country to get there. Yeah, well, 100% it's a broken system. Absolutely. 1000%. And here's the thing, if you could take party out of politics, things would get done. But you can't because if you try to take party out of politics, you would be eliminating money, and you ain't gonna do that either. So, oh, absolutely. Here's where social media is a good thing. Like in a lot of areas, social media was horrible, absolutely horrible. But in this instance, social media was great because you get to see things like you said in real time. You get to see how things go, and you do got to be careful because obviously we are in a day of AI where things are maybe not as what they seem. And and I'm gonna go ahead and say this: like it is a messed up situation when you can't when you lose somebody in this world who was trying to open up debate, good and bad, and have people talking. Because without people talking, it's nothing is real. It doesn't. You don't things don't become real until you start talking to real people and having real conversations. And and if you stop having real conversations with real people, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, I can talk politics, religion, race with anybody in the world because I can respect people's opinions and wish people would do the same with mine. Um, so like, are we gonna kill everybody who has a disagreement with us? Because God, I mean, if we are, then like blow the world up now. Because you can't do that. Like, it's okay to disagree with people. It's actually good to disagree with people. You just can't do it in a way that disrespects the other person. And that's where this world's gotten crazy. Like, and again, it's because of our world leaders and stuff. Like, we've gotten too comfortable disrespecting people, way too comfortable doing that. We've gotten too comfortable with just telling someone because they have a certain thought or whatever that they're a horrible person. So, like, it's just, yeah, it's bad. It is bad. And I don't know how you fix it because you can't put the genie back in the bottle. And that's a real thing too. Like it's something's hard to fix when it is, I think personally, irreparably damaged. So like maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Ms. Known. 100%. I'm glad you came across me, by the way. Hold on one second. Man, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, of course it was. Not much, man. How you doing? Oh, you gotta relax. Shit, if it wasn't my day off, I'd be drinking. Not while I'm driving, but yeah. Hey, brother, man, I hope you have a great day. Hey, yes, sir. You too, man. I'll see you again, I'm sure. I hope the other drivers are nice to you too. All right, I'm back. Yeah, absolutely. Like people have, hey, that paid went from 6 to 8, not 7. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, people have definitely just lost respect for their human person. But here's the crazy thing is people have lost respect for people, but if they're disrespected, then it's the worst thing in the world. So it's weird. Not only do we live in a world like that, but we live in a world like where people like want to disrespect people, but also they want to be respected, which is crazy. Like, which is insane. Like, we just need to have conversations as human beings. Like, as human beings. Like, I will say this, like I said, man, it people will have you think, like, and I'll go ahead and say Charlie Kirk, that was a bad thing. Whether you agreed with him or not, and I see on both sides, I see how people are demonizing him because he had different opinions, because he went to college campuses, and like, how do we go from what's up, love bug? How do we go from like, oh, let's talk, respect my opinion, to then like he was told that, oh, he's only going and talking to college people and stuff like that. And look, man, I don't also want to demonize the other side too, because I think that's where we're going wrong. You don't, um, unless you want to go to jail. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy at this point. You put yourself in a consumptions. I'm a kid. I'm a dad with girls, so I know how I'd react. So my parents wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. I'd be in jail. I'll just put it that way. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, you just held the parents and you gotta cross your fingers the parents don't kill you. But I mean, if you're willing to have the fun, you gotta be willing to deal with the consequences. Sometimes it's easy just to rip the Band-Aid off and tell people, you know what I mean? So you just tell them and you deal with the consequences. You can't go poke the bear and then get mad if the bear bites you, so to speak. But yeah, I have a personally, I have a 7 year limit or 7 year law rule. No, now I'm married, so I don't have any rule. My wife is 42, but um, I won't go seven younger and I won't go seven higher. I keep within seven. Yeah, food delivery. We're doing Walmarts right now, just trying to get some orders. We're kind of stalling right now at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. For me, it's just it was something when if I could be honest with you, I was 17 and I was dating a 14 or 15-year-old. She was getting ready to turn 15 or she was 15, but her mom knew about it and everything. But she was like 2 or 3 years younger. Well, the minute I turned 18, I told her the day before 18, I said, we can be friends, but we can't do anything crazy because that's technically illegal and I ain't going to jail for no shit. And so, like, I turned 18, she was 14 or 15, maybe 15. But regardless, I never talked to her again. Not that I didn't want to talk to her, but she was mad because I actually wouldn't do anything with her. So I stopped at 18. And then when I became like a father of daughters and everything, I said, "Look, man, um, I don't want my daughters bringing home like at 24, at 17, bringing home a 24-year-old or at something like I would feel a certain way." So, like, for me personally, it also has to tie in with my daughters and what I want my kids coming through. What's going on? One Piece, how you doing, brother? We're just waiting for some rides right now. What's going on, Diddy? How you doing, brother or sister? I appreciate everyone being here. We are just waiting on either a Walmart or a DoorDash. They did try to give me a DoorDash, but it was 11 miles for $8, and that ain't happening. Absolutely, Miss Amanda. I promise I am. I look at the screen when I've got like no cars and I'm in straight shots or parked. Well, I'm very glad you came back. Man, love bug, you can subscribe to whatever. Absolutely, man. Look, man, I just tell you from my own. Like, I actually don't judge anybody. Like, do I agree with things? Absolutely not. But I don't go judging nobody. Like, truth be told, whether you're religious or not, I believe there's only one person that can judge somebody, and that's either God or themselves. So it ain't my job to judge nobody. So you absolutely can subscribe. Like, just because you do you, it doesn't affect me. You're not doing it with my kids. So we're good. All right, the market position. Go check on your two girlfriends. We might be coming inside with me to go shopping for my wife's acai bowls. But I appreciate everyone coming here. I really do. Thank you. My kids are 25, 24, 22, and God bless her heart, 12 years old. She is an amazing one. She lives with daddy and her stepmom. I've had custody of her since she was a baby. So, yeah, bless that little child. She is a firecracker and pushing my buttons on a daily basis. It's kind of what I love about her. Everything has to be a conversation, which at least tells me she is very much not going to be a follower. Damn, that's crazy buckets. Crazy. Let's go do some shopping while I wait for an order. I got to go get my wife a Cobbles. So let's go take the credit card and go get some Cobbles. Oh, and let's not lock our keys in the car or leave our keys in the car. Got a nice electric car, don't need to get stolen. What's going on, Chloe? How are you doing? Please, everyone, like the live. If you're coming in here saying something, at least like the live for me. I'd appreciate that. Can't do it. I have too much hair to go bald, man. Way too much hair. Way too much hair. But if you look at my old videos, I shave my head all the time. So like I went with the shaved head look for most of my life. Just can't do it no more. Or in Walmart, not shopping for a Walmart order, but for my wife, getting her a Kyle's because I love my wife. And if you have a special somebody, you probably should do things for them to make them happy. So you're happy. All right. Kybals. Kybals. Okay. We got those. So we are good. She wanted some bowls. I got her 4 of them. Yeah, I feel that. And coming on 1 Friday a month, I will do something crazy. If you look at my videos, I used to do things like the one chip challenge and the hot wings. So I do stuff like that too. On here, I do crazy things. So if you keep an eye out for that as well, that'll be on here. All right, that one's done. We got the wife's acai bowls. We got 4 of them for her, so that's she'll be happy. Have a good day. That ain't happening either. 11.75 for 12.8 miles. Just gonna throw that out there. You gotta come with me better than that if you're gonna get me to do your orders. It's gotta be better than $12 for 11.8. Gotta be better than that. Once every single YouTuber that I have met that is black, do not admit black people can be racist and who out here has experienced. Well, yeah, but I've experienced it both. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I've come because look, man, I was raised against. I was not against. I was raised in what people like to call the projects, the hood, and stuff like that. So, what I will tell you is this: I've met plenty of black people who are racist as shit and didn't admit it, and I've met plenty of them that were racist as shit and were proud of it. So I just really think in these days and age, people don't want to admit much of anything. And honestly, People can feel how they want about people and stuff like that, and I have no problem with it. It's just how people express things. Because I think you could look, in a perfect world, would it be nice if everybody liked everybody, no matter their race, gender, or and stuff, also their wealth level? Absolutely. But it's people's rights to not like whoever, whether it's a segment or nothing else. But what I will tell you is this: where I have the problem with it, is I think many people should, is how it is expressed. Like, I don't need a group of people who don't like black people in capes, hoods, or whatever, and need, I guess, what you want to call like the militias or the Panthers or whatever coming out and doing the same thing, producing hate. But it's the world we live in, unfortunately. So like, it sucks, but it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, there's not much we can do about it. I've raised my kids to be different, to have different morals, to be morally right, to accept everybody, and hopefully that absolutely happens later in life. I gave them all the tools because at some point we need to stop hating. Hate needs to go and takes a back seat. And again, I will always say this: conversation needs to be had. I'm gonna give you a story. My grandma was racist against black people. And I'll tell you why. My grandma was 35 years old. I was a baby, and she got jumped in an ATM by, she said, was three black people, and they gave her multiple strokes. She had to learn how to walk and talk again. It was 2 years before she knew how to walk and talk again. My aunt took care of her. She was a baby. She reverted back to baby form, and and from that moment on, she did not like black people. Well, as I was growing up, I started to realize real quick that a lot of my friends were black. So what happened was I got my grandma around them, and she was absolutely not fucking happy. She would, like, in privately, she's like, "You gotta stop bringing these people around here." You know which words she used. Um, but the more I got her around, she started seeing something. And what she started seeing was, she said, "You know what? Not everybody is like the stereotype. And there's plenty of white people out here that are pieces of shit." So all it took was for me to get my grandma engaged with the with the group of people that she hated on, because she got beat by a couple black people, so she assumed that all black people were going to beat her. At the end of the day, I opened my grandma's eyes up, and she was good. She became really close with like a handful of my friends, and they loved her. She loved them, and it was great. I understand not everybody has that happy story, and but that came because she was willing to open her mind up for me, for someone she loved. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's, it happens. Unfortunately, it happens, and we live in too much of a, I think, racially sensitive country. Like I think we're so. I think we've the pendulum has swung too far. Like at one point, this country wasn't racially sensitive at all, and then we weren't racially sensitive enough. And then I think the pendulum is swung that we're overly racially sensitive. And I think we need to find somewhere in the middle again. But again, that is also because that we have a small segment, a very small segment of this country that are racist, that are hate-filled racist. Because there are differences. You have people who are racist, and you have people who are hate-filled, in my eyes. And again, Can you hear me now? I don't know what happened. Apparently something with my headphones, but can you hear me now? Are we good now? Before I start talking again, like I raised my kids in a very open, accepting environment as well. Everyone should. Like the hate's got to stop at some point. People can have their opinions. People can not like a segment, but they can do it not hatefully. You know what I mean? Never stop talking to one another. Always talk. Good things happen in conversations where people are uncomfortable. Absolutely. And Jared, if more people thought that way, things would be so much better. And I will say this, I'd say 80% of people feel that way. I believe it's a small part of, like, you can't not hear it because it's so loud. I don't know how we got off on this tangent, but I'm kind of glad we did. Can you guys hear me? Just trying to make sure I can be heard again. All right, we're going to try to do something. I haven't done this in a while, but it is a customer return. Okay, cool. I'm going to go to a person's house and pick up this order. I haven't done one of these in a long time because usually it doesn't work out. So we're going to try it and see if this one actually is a real and works out. It's going to pay me $10 for 2 miles. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go. Got it. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you just might have a bad workplace. All right, let's go see. We're going to try to do this customer return. These normally don't work out very well. I'm doing it because I am only literally 3 miles away from it, and it's 2 miles away, so it's 5 miles basically. So we're going to try to do that because it's 5 miles for $10.
Starting route.
So,
Head southwest on Beechcroft Road. Then take the first left onto Wentworth Drive.
well, that happens, but may I would love at the fear of you being mad at me. I would love to say we probably shouldn't say "and these black people." I say appreciate that. I think that doesn't help. I don't think we should say that. Jared, I kind of do it all, but right now I'm on Spark. Right now I'm on Walmart Spark. So, but I did a couple DoorDashes earlier. Well, I did one, not a couple. Okay, it's trying to say they can't connect to the internet because obviously my phone lost connection. I gotta get this fixed too. There we go. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to. Okay. All right, we are headed to go pick this up. No, I understand that. I mean, I get the whole jaded thing. I just don't want us to. I don't want us to lose focus because again, like as much as we get mad when it happens to us, we can't. Whether it's because we're jaded, whether it's because we are I just don't want us to become.
Railroad crossing ahead.
I just don't want us to become too jaded where we're almost crossing that line. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want people to get perceived, whether it's
Stay in the middle lane.
no matter who it is. I don't want them to get perceived as that because they've had some bad experiences. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I said that. Yeah. I like doing Dash too. Dashing is really cool. But Spark, I'll make more money in the mornings than I will on Dash. Dash, I'll make more money as like we get closer to lunch. You know what I mean? So like that is also helpful. I will always say this: it's okay to have conversations with people, no matter what. And sometimes those conversations will be uncomfortable, but that's trying to put me in a parking lot. So we're gonna hope that this gives me exactly what I need to go. We're gonna cross our fingers. This is 105. We're gonna find out quickly. Give me a second.
FC, I promise it is. How's everyone doing? Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Got 12 amazing people. Hey, don't forget to subscribe too, because we have different conversations about anything and everything. There's nothing that I want to talk about on here, generally. And anybody's more than welcome to talk about anything without getting their ideas or anything disrespectful. But yeah, that order is there. Can't believe it, but it's a real thing. It's 2 pairs of leggy shorts. So it's going to pay me $10. So this is actually really good. And so, I mean, $10 is $10 to go for about 15 minutes worth of work. So I'm down with that. So hopefully the next order I get after this will be just as amazing. It's not often that the customer returns are actually real, but this lady was there. She gave me the thing to scan. Everything was great. So I'm gonna get this dropped off, no problem. And this will be my 3rd Spark. So I mean, that's also awesome too. So shout out to that. How is everyone doing today? FC, Faith wins. I am in Virginia. I am in Winchester. It is about an hour and a half away from our nation's capital. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty good city for a dashing. It's a great city to spark. It's an okay city to do Uber rides. Not as good as others. I'd say that's my weak point in this town. As far as gig work. But yeah. Oh, you used to live in Hampton? Oh, that's awesome. Yep. Not too far away from Hampton. Obviously, if you're from Hampton, or used to live in Hampton, I don't know if you ever heard of a thing called Apple Blossom, but that's what my town does, is they are Apple Blossom. The parade is done in my town in Winchester, Virginia. So, Andrew, it's going pretty good so far. Going real good. Well, yeah, the Apple Blossom Mall, the carnival, all that is done in the town that I work in. And for Apple Blossom, I make about $1,200 for Uber rides that weekend, and about $1,000 for the week. So that week alone, I make about $2,200 that week for Uber rides. So that is a pretty good thing to have. Andrew, how's the motocross going? I hope you're being safe up there. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And please, don't forget to like the live, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. Like, you will see everything. I've got some comedy with me and my daughter on shorts that have gotten over 1 million views combined. I have some videos that have not like those about everything from work to we're going to start putting gaming videos out as far as like my gaming systems and things I buy, stuff like that, and my personal reviews on certain things. Also, I'll be doing one Friday a month, I'll be doing some crazy challenge, whether it's eating the hottest wing or whatever the case may be, going and doing a chicken sandwich, blind chicken sandwich challenge, or a blind chicken challenge, going to get like a thigh from every chicken place and blindly trying them. And we'll also bring you guys in on it. If you guys want to do it, you guys will be able to jump on the screen and do the blind thing or the one chip challenge with me on the screen, and we can all do it together. So there's going to be plenty of things here to do. Also, obviously, I'm going to get this channel going crazy again like we used to. I do have the channel, the perks or whatever the case may be. The smallest one is the only one you really need to do if you ever did. That will host, once I get this channel going crazy again, that will host some exclusive members stuff. But we're not there yet. I'm just giving you an example. Well, I hope you do win. But also, like I said, Andrew, be safe. Be very safe out there. Nice, nice. assume you're in the UK, you were telling me? Or did you say? Maybe about being a little Australia, UK. I know mate is used to 3 or 4 different corners of the world. So where are you from? UK? Scotland. Okay. Gotcha. Man, that's a beautiful place. I mean, I'm sure it's like everywhere else. You got your beautiful places in Scotland. You got your non-beautiful places in Scotland. But I'm in America. The things we've seen of Scotland are always beautiful. I am sure there's non-beautiful places in Scotland. Yeah, definitely be careful, brother. Motocross is not the safest, but it's fun. We are almost at Walmart, by the way. We are, it says 4 minutes. If I hit every light, it'll be 4 minutes. If I don't, then it'll be about 2 minutes. But it probably knows something I don't. Like GPS knows probably I'm gonna hit every light known to man. So we'll see. And thank you everybody again. Yeah, it is. 500cc. Nice. What's the make? What kind of bike you got? I know a little bit about when it comes to motocross. Not because I really did it, but because I watched a lot of motocross growing up as a kid. Like motocross became a thing in America when I was growing up because we had a legendary guy named Jeremy McGrath. He's obviously like 60 now, but like back when I was growing up, Jeremy McGrath was a living legend, and he single-handedly put motocross here in the United States on the map. Now, he's an old man now, but he 100% for Americans put it on the map. And probably for the world, not just America, but he probably put it on the map for the world. Okay. Very good. Yeah, this is fat money. Now let's hope Walmart doesn't take forever to come out also, because that's the other part to this that could maybe not be good. Walmart could take a little longer than maybe it should to come get the order. So we'll cross our fingers and hope it doesn't. Hope they're pretty. But they did say they weren't busy today. So like for me to get a customer return and it to be there, it's kind of telling on what they said on the outside of the bid, that how busy or not busy it's going to be today. But I'm not in any rush. I've got all day to make the money. All right, brother. You take care too. Good luck. Let me know how you do. Okay. Return, it said, so we're going to get there way before 9:09, but that doesn't mean that's when they're going to come out. I think that's as long as it gives me to return. I think that's just so that you don't not BSing around with their product. They put a timer on you just so they make it like, hey, you need to have a sense of urgency here to do this. So get your ass in gear, as they would say. All right. Select. Very good people here. We got some good ones here. We are at 16. So we're going to wait. Hopefully they get here quickly so I can get out. We'll get my next one, hopefully. So it says show the associate the return barcode, but unfortunately we just don't have that. So like they should be able to go around that and not need the barcode. Amanda, what's going on? So what do you do, Amanda? If you don't mind me asking, like what do you do for work and stuff like that? I'm always curious about how the people that come here, what you guys do, how you guys do it and stuff like that. I always like just talking to you guys. And ladies. And you guys can still hear me, I'm assuming. My bad.
You're good. Is it a lot of stuff?
Huh?
Is it a lot?
No, it's just two little things.
Oh, it's just two things. Okay.
2321 is the code.
They changed this for us. We gotta sign in now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made it harder. I don't know why.
That's it. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Have a great day. Thank you, buddy. Very good. I'm glad that happened. I don't think so. I think you're fine. All right. So we have this. We got it. That $10 was a quick $10. Yeah, we'd like to make more, but to just pick up one thing from a customer and then get it here all took about 12, 13 minutes total. I can live with $10. So glad you came back, market position. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're still out here trying to make it, trying to do what we do. And I appreciate, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody being here. You have no idea. It means a lot to me that you guys are here talking to me, liking the live, commenting, and like I said, I'm going to do a lot of things for this community. Once we get this thing built up, we will get this thing built pretty well. Okay? I don't know. I mean, obviously that one you got to be careful. You can't go nuclear. Donate a treadmill. Crazy. They're trying to give me a order going to Middletown to Front Royal, which is absolutely insane. Isaac, what's going on, brother? Oh, you're good, Marker. All right, cool. It is going pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's going pretty well. I like it. Just trying to see what's going on right now. 6'5" helps that. Man, I weighed 8 months, or not 8 months, in April, I weighed 274.4 pounds. I'm down to like 230 right now. And that honestly is just really because like last year I caught cancer, and so I quit smoking and stuff like that to try to help myself. And then my doctor come to me and said, you know, are you trying to die? She was like, your blood pressure is through the roof. She said, if you keep this up, she said, you're going to survive cancer long enough to die of a stroke or a heart attack. She was like, so here's what we're doing. She's like, we're going to put you on blood pressure medicine. She's like, and you need to lose weight. She said, because if you don't lose weight, you're going to die. And so, I mean, honest to God, that's what happened. Is I didn't want to die. I thought it would be silly to beat cancer than to die of being overweight. So, no, I definitely, the calories are definitely in very, very, very thought of. That's why, like, all my drinks now are 0 calories or 5 calories at the most 5 calories. But yeah, I'd like 0. But yeah, because I'm a soda guy, but I'm smart enough to know that I can't just stop drinking soda, so I want to die. So that's kind of what happened there. But yeah, like anybody like Isaac and everybody who's been on this channel with me for like over a year and a half now, they remember. Like I'm still kind of like, if you look at me, I still kind of look like a big boy, because I kind of am, but I'm not as big as I was. And I'm 6 foot tall, so I find that to be at least a good height, as long as I'm not like holy shit weight, you know what I mean? And then I'm careful when I eat. Like I can still have some of the things I need, I like. I have to have it in moderation. I have to be smart about it, you know? So like that's all that is. We're smart now. And speaking of hunger, I'll go ahead and make me my croissant. And a hope for an order. I'm also willing to do some ride share on here with you guys. Get some people in the car. So we're going to put my electric car on the road here and see what that does. No, absolutely. You got to be smart. You got to be. Hope, let's get some orders. Thank you very much, Midwest. Appreciate that. Oh, let me show you the basement real quick. It's been a while. I mean, we're still not anywhere close to being done, but we have started the work because we're doing it ourselves. No, I don't think so. But we have started framing the downstairs in to put this basement back together. So that's what the whole basement downstairs looks like now. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it is a nice house. It's kind of went through its fair share of bad times. Like we've had to remodel a lot of things because of things that went wrong with the house. So we're waiting for our Uber ride. We're waiting for a spark. Like we're willing to do anything right about now. It's a little slower today. But that's what they told me. They told me it was going to be slower. So where are you from, Marker? You in the States and all that? You're on the East Coast. I think you remember, I remember somebody saying they were on the East Coast. At least on the same time as I was. All right, that was good breakfast. Midwest, what you been up to? How's work going down south? Or not down south. How's work going for you where you're at? we're doing good here. It's a little slow. I probably could turn DoorDash on if I really, really needed to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was trying to hold off on not doing DoorDash, but Queen of Hustling, what's going on? How are you doing? Just waiting on some Spark or Uber ride or something? Yeah, actually, it's very important that you eat snacks. It's just what type of snacks you eat. So, like, I'll show you. I'll show you my food thing real quick. Like, organic gummies, probiotics. Well, that's good. Nutella to a point. You got your that's my daughter's, but then you got like your pistachios, like stuff like that. Oh, you're live too? Very, very good. I saw you were live this morning. Looks like we'll be at opposites with each other, because yeah, I'm going live in the mornings like I used to. But how is yours going? I saw you had like 7 people on this morning, like early. Like I said, it's all about the snacks you have. It's also about being careful with the snacks too, like not overdoing it. And eating things that are high in protein, just so you stay fuller longer. Because that's also the thing, is you got to be fuller longer, or because if not, then it's not going to work. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm right now, Princess. I'm at $60. I've only gotten 3 Walmarts. Oh, sorry, $68. I did do 1 DoorDash. So I'm at $68 right now. Probably should throw on DoorDash just to, like, do it. So we'll throw DoorDash back on. I know. I got long hair now. I got long hair. I slimmed up some, as you can tell. I still wear my oversized clothes, but yeah. Like, I very much slimmed up some. A lot has changed on this end. I still have the hat in the car because the hair gets on my nerves sometimes. So I'll throw the hat on just to kind of contain my hair. Because sometimes this thing wants to just go all over the place. So, yeah. So I got DoorDash on as well. So we got DoorDash. And we got Spark. One of the two need to give us something. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I think because I went so long with long hair with short hair, like with no hair, not even short hair, but no hair, that I forgot what I looked like with hair. I just got to be able to contain it, like do things with the hair that contains it. You know what I mean? So we'll see what I can do to do that. Thank you, the marker. Just wait on some orders now. Like what's today? Tuesday? It's a slower morning than most. So mean, I could put myself in what I like to call position to get an order by putting myself somewhere near like the food places and stuff like that, because I do think you can help yourself somewhat by doing that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just really not trying to leave my house unless I have an order, because I also clean my house, you know what I mean? So like, I'm cleaning while I wait for orders. This way, when I'm done with my day, I don't have to come home and clean. And honestly, I like that more than anything. Like, this allows me, when I get a little bit dead, to come home and clean now. This way I don't have to do it later. Cycle time. Thank you for everyone liking the live. I appreciate that. I really do. What I would appreciate more is some rides. This is crazy. I mean, it is only 9 o'clock in the morning. I am at 68 bucks. I didn't start till 6. So technically I'm still within my $22 an hour, which isn't horrible, but obviously I'm never usually this dead. So like right now I should be closer to the 90 cap, probably. 85 definitely. So very good. Well, hopefully I can get my likes up there. I think I started about an hour later, so give me another hour and I should be tied with you. Because I didn't go live until 7. So I went live at 7. I don't know what time you went live. But I saw you were live already when I was up at like 6:30. I do like the new position with DoorDash, the way their screen is and all that stuff. Like, I like how they changed their navigation. So like, I like that. What I don't like is the fact that I ain't getting it. No. No, because there's something that I will always say, like, there's one thing you shouldn't do, and that's mess with people's food or drinks. Like, I've pranked a lot of people. I've done a lot of funny things. Messing with someone's food and drink is not funny. It's not cute. I will fight somebody, me personally, for someone messing with my food or drink, even if it's out of fun. I will fight somebody. So that's just me. Like, I wouldn't do it for any money in the world, and that is an honest answer. Like, you could hook me to a lie detector test, and they'd be like, "Yep, he's telling the truth." No money. I'll die poor than mess with someone's food or drink. I'm trying to get this done so I can come home and play my old school gaming system. I have an old school game that I've been playing that I loved as a kid. Well, as a kid. As like a 18, 19, 20-year-old. So I went and bought a PlayStation 2 about 2 months ago and bought this game about a month ago. I've been playing it a little bit up until probably a couple days ago, and I've been playing the shit out of that game since. So yeah, I love that game. Yeah, they tried to give me one, and I can't do it. The game's name is Dragon Quest VIII. It's a fun game. It's like a kid's version, I guess, of a role-playing game. That's how I've heard it described as. I think it's absolutely fun. Great time with it. I go and buy like a lot of old school systems, play a lot of old school games, like especially like the games that I grew up on, the systems I grew up on. And then I'll start buying systems that I didn't grow up on just to have them, because I think old is cool, especially in the gaming world. Like I bought a Nintendo, a regular Nintendo in the box and everything. So I have an original Nintendo Entertainment System with the gun and everything. And now let's hope we can get some more orders, because they tried to give me a target. It was $4.50 for 4.5 miles. You had to go to Target to shop for one item, and then drive a mile across town to go to Dunkin' Donuts to pick up an item, and then both of them went to the same customer. But I'm not big on going and shopping and then driving somewhere else. Oh, it is. It's an amazing fun, but it's time consuming. It takes a long time to play and beat that game, because you got to do certain things in certain order, and it's an awesome game, but it's a time consuming game, and I like it a lot. We're going to look back at this, everybody, in a year and be like, man, this channel has grown so much. Look what we've done. And it'll be because of you guys helping. Jacob! It's nice to meet you too, buddy. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. Tell me about yourself. You wouldn't mind hitting that like, subscribe button? I would appreciate that. The like especially helps so much. What we're doing here, man, is I do a little bit of everything. I'm a gaming. I do gig work, games. We talk about life. We talk about anything you guys want to here. It's just a good space where anybody can say whatever's on their mind in a respectful way. No one's going to disrespect you or anything like that. It's a good time, good people here. We had a nice conversation earlier that was really good and not nasty. My day is going pretty good. It's been a little slow, if I'm going to be honest with you. Hasn't been the busiest, but I mean, I kind of expect that once in a while. And I was told by the Walmart workers, they were like, hey, look, we're not as busy today on curbside, so you might not be that busy there. And it's not. Now, I do expect to get a couple more Walmarts, but until then, I'm going to do DoorDash. Just try to pass the time. Absolutely. 100%. Oblivion was a really good game. Dragon Quest just was an amazing game. Yeah, they're good designs. And honestly, sometimes I think these gaming publishers and studios try to outthink themselves. They try to go too above and beyond. And sometimes the best is keeping it simple. Sometimes just keeping it simple is good too. So that's my opinion about that. Jacob. So, what do you do, Jacob? You in school? You work? Absolutely, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate all the good vibes and the well wishes, man. Really do. Thank you. Do appreciate it. Awesome, Jacob. Yeah, I do gig work. So I'm out here hitting these streets, delivering people their groceries, food, or giving people rides, whichever one comes first. I'm gonna turn that on too. See if I can't get somebody on a ride. At this point, I've got all three on. I'm willing to do anything as long as it's good. My channel I started about a year and a half ago, and it's about my life. It started off as just about gig work and stuff like that, and I felt more important that my life is more than gig work. I have my family, I have my house, like I'm married, I'm a homeowner. So like I show everything, like the pitfalls of homeowning to remodeling stuff to like my daughter, she's a cross country athlete. So I show a lot of my wife and me and my daughter on here. But my story is simple. I'm a good guy who works really hard, takes care of his family, and is nice to everybody, and believes that everybody should be respectful to one another. People should listen to one another. Also, people should be able to have conversations that aren't comfortable, because the only way things are going to get better is if people have uncomfortable conversations sometimes. When you stop having conversations with people is when people lose humanity, and people have they're able to not respect people as much if they're not talking to people. I'm 42. I am 42 years old, so I'm kind of an old guy. But I absolutely believe people should have conversations and be respectful. But that's just me. We are waiting for Ryan. Yeah, that's what happens. Not doing drugs will help that a little bit, obviously. I've never done drugs. I've drank for a while. I stopped pretty early age, though, so I don't have that hardened drinking. Also, I'm half Mexican. Usually they age pretty well. That ain't happening either. This is getting not good on DoorDash. They tried to give me a $4.70 for 4.8 miles, so that's not happening. Again, you got to be smart with what you do. But I'm in a good spot on DoorDash where I can accept. Oh, really? That's awesome, Jacob. Yeah, I'm half white, half Mexican. So the Mexican part of me is why I have such the thick hair, why I haven't went bald. That's also why I can't grow a full beard, because have you ever seen a full Mexican with a beard? No, you have not. So, but that's also why I think I've aged so well, too. It's good genetics. The genetics on the right. And then, like I said, not doing drugs, drinking, but drinking at an early age, heavy, and stopping for a couple decades. Have you really? Okay, well, there ain't one member of my family that's full Mexican that has a full beard. Because, like, mine has, like, some little patches, like little spots here and there. But no Mexican in my family has a full beard. Can't even grow it. Maybe it's my family genetics. trying to get some rides here. Something here. I mean, I guess I could have done that. You moved? Is that what we're talking about, Charles? You finally moved? Congratulations, Charles. It's been a long time coming. God, has it been a long time coming. But good job, buddy. Great job. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Jacob, it'll happen. Better believe it. Give it time. It will happen. I guarantee it. Just be a nice person. Keep working hard. Treat people great. And everything else will turn itself out. So, keep on keeping on, brother. And the rest of it will work itself out just fine. Some rides with you guys too. Like take some people where they gotta go. As long as they're quick hitters, more than willing to do that. Oh, absolutely, buddy. No, that's not weird, man. And I appreciate the prayers through that, man. Like, that obviously is one of the scariest things that I ever went through was dealing with the cancer. I mean, thankfully, it all went well. And so far, it's working. It's working just fine. But I mean, yeah, you never know also, so you just hope that it all works out well, you know what I mean? But man, I'm glad you got it. Glad you got out. Glad you finally got it all taken care of. Like that's I know you were waiting for that forever, buddy. Man, that's crazy. That's awesome. I'm very, very happy for that. So you settled in and everything? Everything's running smooth now? And I know I haven't seen you for a while. Because I haven't been on here for a while, obviously. But like everything is going well there. No issues. Easy transition. The advice I would give you, brother, is as simple as this: work, enjoy life. Like, relax, don't stress out. Just take one day at a time. Be nice to people. Think positive. Don't let negativity come to you. And treat people the way you want to be treated. Just be nice to everybody. That's really it. Just be nice. Absolutely. That's absolutely also correct, Charles. That's good advice as well. Hey man, the one thing about here, Jacob, you're gonna learn this is a real good community, really good people. So hopefully you like the advice.
Thank you guys. How you too? Thank you. Easy enough. Got myself something to drink. Hey Charles, have you seen me by the way lately? Have you saw that I've lost a ton of weight? I was 274.4 pounds and now I'm 234. So look at me disappearing in front of your very eyes, buddy. Too bad The Biggest Loser wasn't still on TV. I could have cashed out. Hell to the yeah, princess. That's a shopping one, right? I mean, what got to be like 40 items? That's awesome. That's great. Oh, it's curbside. Wow. Cool. That's very cool. Hell yeah. Honestly, I am still waiting. Still on. Just ain't getting it. Ain't got it yet. So I figured since I ain't got it, we are going to just wait until I get something. Yeah, I'm not gonna force the issue, and DoorDash is not being very nice. They are trying to be actually pretty evil today. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to jump off here, but stay tuned. I will be back on tomorrow. Okay, come join me. I'll probably be on at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Um, I will see you guys very late. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone for all the likes. I appreciate you very much. Y'all have a great day. And don't forget also, we'll share this out too.